1:15 to 1:30. So we can bathe our time together in prayer. What if I asked you guys to do that? Could you do it? What are our priorities? See, if you're unable to make spiritual commitments like Uriah, you cannot spiritually challenge others. You know what happened when Uriah said this? The ark of the Lord is there. How can I just bounce and hang out with my wife when my peoples are fighting on the battlefield? You know what happened indirectly to David? You know what happened to him? He was humiliated inside. You guys understand when Uriah was saying this? David is trying to trick him. He is trying to manipulate him. And when he sees Uriah's courage, nobility, and uncompromising will, David shriveled up inside. His cowardice was exposed. See, we cannot challenge each other in this room spiritually, like stop drinking, or stop going out so much, or let's do something right. We can't do that for one another because nobody takes our character seriously. That's what it is. I know it's mean, but that's what it is. We don't take each other seriously because we don't have the character to uphold our words. You understand what I'm saying? And in lieu of that, the second principle I want to share with you very quickly. If you want to live a lifestyle of character, you got to be trustworthy. You must be trustworthy. Why would I trust you if you're not doing it? Why would I trust you if you've given no evidence that I should follow you, that I should assist you, that I should compliment you? If you want to live a lifestyle of character, you must be trustworthy. You got to be trustworthy. You know what the name Uriah means? In the Bible, people's names were reflective of what their parents believed about God. And Uriah's name means the flames of God. I know, it's kind of corny, right? But Uriah's name means the flames of God. And you know what, people? Uriah lived up to his name. Uriah lived up to his name by living a lifestyle of character. Guys, we carry a name too. We don't carry a last name, Kim, Park, Ham, whatever. We carry the name of Jesus. And we have to live up to it. We have to be trustworthy. If there's money on the table and your boss is like, who shall I trust with this money? Your boss should be like, I can trust her. I can trust him because he knows Jesus. She follows Jesus. We are not born with character, my friends. We are not born with character because character is the quality of life that you must commit to the Lord daily. Did you get that? Very important. You are not born with character because character is the quality of your life that you commit to the Lord daily. Character does not happen in one instantaneous moment. It is the quality of consistent living. That's what makes you and me trustworthy. When I talk to a friend and say, yo, Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life, my friends actually give me a chance because they trust me. Because they know I love them. They hate God, but they know I love them. And I know that's why some of us struggle with evangelism and sharing our faith. I understand. You can say, I'm scared and I'm not good at talking to people about that stuff. Yeah, but you know what it really is? You're afraid they're not going to take you seriously. You're afraid you're not trustworthy. And they already know that. D.L. Moody said, character is what you are in the dark. Character is who you are in the dark when no one is looking. Guys, I want to close by finishing the story. David sends Uriah back to the battlefield with his death note. It's like handing him a bullet with his name on it. Uriah is such a loyal man. He's unaware, but he is such a loyal man that David actually used Uriah's loyalty against him. David used Uriah's loyalty as leverage to betray him. David knew Uriah would complete any task he requested. So he tells Uriah, he writes down the note to Joab, the commander-in-chief. When you go back into war, make sure you put Uriah at the front of the war. So when he is fighting, he tells Joab, retreat and let Uriah perish. Let him die. What a coward. That's coward. He's a coward. David is a coward. Rest of the Bible, I'm not sure. But right now, he's a coward. He cannot own up to his mistake. He cannot be trusted. And yet Uriah trusts him. You know another thing about character? Character is not just about, oh, I can be trusted. Character also trusts people that can't be trusted. If you have outstanding, fortified character, you believe in people beyond their activities and behavior. Because you know they can be more. And David actually used Uriah's loyalty as leverage to betray him. So Uriah goes and he fights, and as we all know, he dies. And picture the battle. Uriah is fighting and he's fighting valiantly, and all of a sudden he looks around and there's no one there. And he dies. And you guys might say, what an idiotic way to die. What a meaningless way to die. But I'd rather die like that with 50 arrows in my body than live like a coward for 500 years. And he dies like this. What do you think was running through Uriah's mind when he's about to die? I don't think he was scared. I don't think he was worried. Because you know what he lived for. I believe Uriah fell standing tall. And those who stood behind him fell to a death they would never recover from. Joab, David, those men especially, they fell to a depth that they will never recover from. The story does end on a good note because later on in 2 Samuel chapter 23, the Bible records 37 extraordinary soldiers who were the elite fighting force of Israel. They were known as King David's mighty men. Lo and behold, amongst those listed, that's right, God remembered Uriah. He was on the list. What honor Uriah had. He was trustworthy amongst his pupils, peers, and predecessors. You look up here, and you guys all understand this concept. Trust is like respect, because you have to show trust before others will trust you. Trust is something you earn. It is not given without a cost. I want to ask you 4 questions as we close today. John Maxwell says, you will only be remembered by the difference you made in people's lives. Yeah, people are going to remember you by the difference you made in their lives, by how you made them feel when